Likely, and I'm just going to read you a series of questions, and you hold up the signs that we have here and just whether it would be Joe or Kendra. So these questions are about the wedding. Who's more likely to plan the details of the wedding?
Kendra Duggar's father says displacement threatens our family as they move out of home owned by Joseph Duggar. Paul Caldwell is raising money to help his family as they search for a new home while preparing to vacate a property owned by his daughter's husband. Paul Caldwell, the father of Kendra Duggar, is raising money for moving costs and a rental home as he and his family prepare to move out of a home owned by his daughter and her husband, Joseph Duggar. Displacement threatens our family. This fund eases urgent moving and resettlement costs. Paul Caldwell wrote on the GoFundMe page he created in hopes of raising $30,000. The Caldwell family briefly owned the property in 2021 after paying $10,000 but signed a quitclaim deed which allowed Joseph and Kendra to retain ownership in 2025 as they held the title to the property. The father of Kendra Duggar has launched an online campaign to raise money as he and his family search for a new place to live. Displacement threatens our family. This fund eases urgent moving and resettlement costs, Paul Caldwell wrote on the GoFundMe page he created in hopes of raising $30,000. That goal has almost been achieved as of April 10th, with the family receiving more than $27,000 in donations in just a few days. Paul and his family had been living in a home owned by Joseph Duggar, who is married to his daughter, Kendra. It is not clear why the family is moving out, but it's something that Kendra mentioned on a March 25th phone call with Joseph while he was being held at the Washington County Detention Facility. And then my family says they're moving out in a month, and everybody is going to hold them to it, Kendra told Joseph on the call, which was obtained by People. That statement is followed by what appears to be nervous laughter from both her and Joseph, who responds to his wife's news by saying, "Okay, isn't that what I'm sure..." Kendra then seemed as though she wanted to say something as she cut Joseph off, but appeared to have a change of heart. Yep. Yeah. They're like, yep. Well, anyway, Kendra said. Joseph also informed Kendra that they will have to switch the utilities back when they move out. The Caldwell family is now looking for a place to live, according to Paul. My family is facing a difficult and urgent situation. We are sick and need to cover displacement expenses, the fundraiser reads. Paul explains that the displacement fees will be for moving expenses, housing costs such as rent, until we can find a place to stay more permanently. The Caldwells had been living in the home for years, and in 2021 the property was transferred into their name after they paid $10,000 according to county records obtained by People. However, the property then transferred back to Kendra and Joseph in early 2025 without any money being exchanged, as the Caldwells had been given the property in a quitclaim deed, which often allows a seller to retain the title to a property. Kendra and Joseph own multiple properties in Arkansas and rent most out as a source of income. The two spoke about renting out additional properties in jail calls so that they could bring in a steady stream of cash, some of which could take care of his $600,000 bond. This comes as Joseph is facing felony charges of lewd and lascivious behavior in Florida after being accused of sexually assaulting a 9-year-old girl during a 2020 family vacation to Panama City Beach. He and Kendra are also facing unrelated child welfare charges in Arkansas and are due in court on April 29th in that case. Kendra Duggar's father raises funds for resettlement amid Joseph Duggar's legal troubles. Amid Joseph Duggar's legal troubles, Kendra Duggar's family is also facing some problems. Paul Caldwell, Kendra Duggar's father, is raising money for moving costs and a rental home as he and his family prepare to move out of a home owned by his daughter and son-in-law, Joseph Duggar. According to People, Kendra Duggar's father, Paul Caldwell, has launched an online campaign to raise money as he and his family search for a new place to live. Displacement threatens our family. This fund eases urgent moving and resettlement costs, Caldwell wrote on the GoFundMe page he created in hopes of raising $30,000. That goal was almost achieved as of April 10th, with the family receiving more than $27,000 in donations in just a few days. Kendra Duggar mentioned her family's resettlement during a jail call. On a March 25th jail call with Joseph, Kendra mentioned that her family is moving out in a month. However, it's still unclear as to why the family is taking this step. According to the county records obtained by the mentioned outlet, the Caldwells had been living in the home for years, and in 2021 the property was transferred into their name after they paid $10,000. Property renting is Kendra and Joseph Duggar's major income source. As per the aforementioned outlet, Kendra and Joseph own multiple properties in Arkansas and rent most out as a source of income. The two spoke about renting out additional properties in jail calls so that they could bring in a steady stream of cash, some of which could take care of his $600,000 bond. This comes as Joseph is facing charges of sexually assaulting a 9-year-old girl during the family's 2020 vacation to Panama City Beach. Kendra Caldwell retains a lawyer for her child endangerment case, leaves Joseph Duggar out. Kendra Caldwell and Joseph Duggar have both been charged with child endangerment and false imprisonment. They won't be using the same lawyer, though. Kendra Caldwell has a lot on her plate. The ultra-conservative Christian mother of 4 is dealing with her own legal troubles as well as the fallout from her husband Joshua Duggar's unrelated child molestation arrest. An additional family feud appears to be brewing as well. There is one thing that she's not concerned about. She doesn't need to search for a lawyer. Kendra has already retained an attorney. She has no plans to share him with Joseph Duggar, though. At least that seems to be the case, according to one of their jailhouse phone calls. Kendra Caldwell reveals that she has retained a lawyer. Kendra Caldwell is headed back to court on child endangerment and false imprisonment charges later this month. She's been away from her 4 young children since her March 20th arrest. Kendra is clearly hoping an attorney familiar with the Duggar family will be able to clear her name and get her back in front of her children. During a jailhouse call with her husband, Kendra Caldwell revealed that she had hired Travis Story, a prominent lawyer in Northwest Arkansas, to represent her. Joseph seemed pleased with the development. There is a reason Joseph was so quick to agree. The Duggar family and Travis Story are actually well acquainted. Story was involved in Josh Duggar's child pornography defense in 2021. He was also linked to a lawsuit Josh Duggar filed against the city of Springdale. Kendra was quick to let her husband know that while she retained Story to defend her against child endangerment and false imprisonment charges, he would not be working with Joseph Duggar, at least not yet. Joseph seemed confused by the assertion in the call. During the chat, he thanked Kendra. He said he hadn't been made aware of who they were going to go with before she set the record straight. After she revealed that Story had only been retained for her defense, he simply replied, "Okay." Joseph does not appear to have a lawyer for his child endangerment charges just yet. He's retained a lawyer in Florida for his lewd and lascivious behavior charges, though. Al Saleen, a Panama City-based criminal lawyer, will be defending Joseph on those charges. According to Fox 8 Live, he appeared in court for the bail hearing of the disgraced reality TV stars earlier this month. He is not connected to the child endangerment case. Saleen does not appear to be licensed to practice in Arkansas, where the child endangerment charges were filed.